You know what, Kailer Yamamoto is this tenacious, relentless right winger for the Edmonton Oilers that makes every defenseman sweat when he gets on the forecheck and he's hounding the puck. That's really what he does. When defensemen know that Kailer Yamamoto is on their heels, trust me, he creates mistakes because of that pressure. And that's what's so great about him, is that they know when he's coming, and even though you try and go around him, he's so skilled and quick that he can change direction like that, and he's on you. Turns over a lot of pucks, and that's what you want in the forecheck.
Yeah, like he is annoying like that. Like he is. Like he's all over you. Like he gets inside your hands, so you can't hit him, and he's fast, so like you can't really catch him. And he's really good at drawing penalties.
So I'll tell you this: have you ever tried to swat a mosquito away? You know, mosquitoes in the summertime. Here we live in Alberta. There's a lot of them, and you know what? After a while, they get in your head. Well, that's Kailer Yamamoto. He gets in the opposition's head.
Caleb Jones to the middle. Yamamoto scores!
Oh, this league is shaped. I mean, it's a lot of big, strong D-mans, and those small guys could be hard to catch sometimes to get rid of. So he's almost like a little mosquito just buzzing around that it's kind of hard to get rid of. I felt it myself in practice. It's really tough. He's doing a tremendous job of hunting the puck. So I think that's a part he's really grown to.
I think that's just the compete, in me. I always want to win that puck battle. I always want to strip it from a guy. I've been a smaller guy my whole life, so you kind of gotta figure out how to play, with those bigger guys without, pushing around. But I use my speed and quickness a lot just to either strip a puck, like if I'm behind a guy, or bigger guys going in the corner, I can use my speed, quickness to make a tight turn, get out of there. So there's a lot of things that growing up that you work on, especially playing bigger players, that help you a lot, that stay with you, I guess, throughout your career.
He has a knack and an ability to get on the inside of people, and he's hard to play against. And that's a great quality to have in anybody. But I think with Yamo's situation, he can get on the inside of those battles, he can win those battles, he can stay in the battles. And he recognizes it doesn't do him any good to retaliate, because that's a detriment to the group if he takes a minor penalty. So I don't think he'd use it as value in retaliation. I think his retaliation is he'll do it again and again and again. And that, to me, is an impressive quality.
The other thing, too, also that makes him successful is the fact that no matter how many times you knock him down, no matter how many times you bat him away from you, and you push him away and you drive him away, he just continually comes back. And after a while, he just wears you down.
And here, Draisaitl picks it up, passes over to Yamamoto on top shelf. The Oilers, Kailer Yamamoto.
Play against him in the WHL. Seen him a lot. We're in the same division. Me and a couple teammates would always talk about how he's a really good player. When he got drafted at Edmonton, I was like, I knew we got a good player right away.
Growing up, I was always the smallest kid on my team, weight, height-wise. So everyone was just like, yeah, he's never gonna make it. He's way too small. He won't do it. So I think just growing up, that kind of gave me just a little bit extra motivation. Every game, just putting that in the back of your mind. Just knowing that you have doubters out there who don't think you'll ever make it, who don't think you're good enough and stuff like that. So I think that was one of the biggest things, that I had to deal with growing up.
Yeah, I mean, he's a perfect example that doesn't matter what size you are or how strong you are. He's still really strong for being such a small guy, and I think that's just what you can see when he tried to lace his body on those big guys. I don't know, I think it maybe come off a little unexpected sometimes.
The game has changed over the years, and he's the perfect kind of player for today's game. He's smaller, but he's highly skilled. He has a great hockey IQ.
He looks at the next shift as his first shift. He's always on to the next thing. He doesn't drag shift after shift around with him. I think he just gets on to the next shift, and then when the door opens, he's doing whatever he can to win that shift, and I think that's an infectious quality that he can bring to our group.
I think I matured a lot, the past 3 years, physically and mentally. I think those few years, getting sent back, was a wake-up call, definitely. Once I met the guys down in Bakersfield, once I realized that I could work on a few things, I kind of got over it and just kind of put the work boots on, and was just able to start finding my game down there again.
And I think being in the A, you just you grow up. You learn how to be a pro. You're playing against men, and basically all the guys that are trying to get up to this level. So it's good hockey, but it just helps you grow and want to be a better player.
Yeah, Drat texted me a couple times. He was just telling me to work. He said, you're going to be a good player up here. You just got to find your game down there. Mood was awesome too. So kind of saying the same thing in Davo. They all kind of just said the same thing. Just keep working. Your time will come. Just keep going, and it'll only be a matter of time. We need you up here.
Come on, 56. Let's go.
When you get sent down, you get disappointed, obviously. As a hockey player, you want to play in an NHL. For a guy like that, I think it's just to go down and work as hard as you can to get up there as soon as you can. But, just go down, enjoy it, and work hard. That's kind of the message I send to him, that even if you get sent down, it's not the end of the world. You'll still get your shot here.
Lars definitely, he's an awesome guy, really funny. Just getting texts down from him, just saying, hey, you gotta work, dude. Like, you gotta work. Like, it's not gonna come easy. You can't just strap on the boots and just be like, hey, might work for a few guys, hint Leo, McDavid, but he's like, you gotta work and you gotta find your game again. It's a big jump from junior when you're only playing 16 to 20-year-olds, but now you're playing grown men. You gotta find that strength, gotta find that game. Kind of just ride with it. I really like the AHL. The Baco guys were awesome. It was one of the best times of my life. So, I'm going to cherish that. I'm very thankful for it that I was able to do that.
He didn't really have very many big dips in his game coming out of the American League when he came up here. I thought he played responsibly. He didn't cheat the game. He didn't cheat, the system. And I think that's when we all recognized he's not going to go away. He's going to hang around here, and he's going to become a contributor for a long time.
It's who he is, I think. He's a hardworking guy.
I'm proud of watching him here and working with him every day to try to win in the playoffs and see if we can't win a championship.
He wants to be really good, and I think that's a big key. When you're that small, people's going to question you, especially in the game of hockey. But so far, he's proved a lot of people wrong.